Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Topic 6, Quadrilaterals and other polygons. Our first lesson is about the polygon angle sum theorem. So main objective is to find the sums of the interior and the exterior angles of the polygon. What is a polygon? A polygon is actually a plane surface, you can say a figure that is two-dimensional, and it is a closed figure. It is made up of straight lines. Okay, in this lesson we have two types of the polygons: regular polygons and irregular polygons. As you can see here, this side is showing the shapes of regular polygons. Why? Because all the sides are equal in measure. You can clearly see here that all the four sides are of the same measure, and same is the case for the angles. Similarly, here in this triangle, all the three sides are equal and all the three angles are equal. So we can say that a regular polygon is a polygon that has all the sides of the same size and all the angles of the same size. But when we talk about the irregular polygon, in this case the sides are not of the same measure, and similarly the angles are not of the same measure. Then you should know what is the interior and what is the exterior angle. So remember, any angle that is lying inside the polygon is called the interior angle, and any angle that will be when you extend any of the sides straight, then the angle that is lying outside, or you can say the angle that is beside that interior angle, is called the exterior angle. And the sum of the interior and the exterior angle is always 180. So if you know, let's say, what is the measure of the interior angle, by subtracting it from 180, you can find the value of the exterior angle. And same is for the interior angle, that if you know the exterior angle, with the help of that you can find the value of the interior angle. Is that clear? Okay, let's now discuss some of the theorems that are given in this lesson. The first theorem, it says Theorem 6.1, it says polygon angle sum theorem. The sum of the measures of the interior angles of an n-gon is n minus 2 times 180. N minus 2 times 180 means the n stands for the number of sides. Okay, for example, if a polygon will be having 5 sides, then it will become 5 minus 2 times 180, because 5 minus 2 is 3, so you will multiply 3 by 180 and it will give you 540. That means the sum of all the interior angles for this 5-sided shape will become 540. It is very important to notice this thing, that the sum of the interior angles, it always depend on the number of sides. More will be the sides, more will be the sum of the interior angles, and you can check it by yourself. Right now I took a 5-sided polygon. If you take, let's say, a 6-sided polygon, what will happen? You will use the formula 6 minus 2 times 180, and this 6 minus 2 is 4, so 4 times 180 will be 720 degrees. That means now because I have more sides, that's why the sum is more as compared to this one. Is that clear? Okay, now we have a you can say a corollary or a result of this theorem, that for example, when you will be dealing with regular polygons, then you can say that each interior angle, this is the short way to write interior angle, will be equal to n minus 2 times 180. Now what is all this? This is actually the sum of all the angles. So if you will divide the sum of all the angles by the number of sides, then you will get the value of the each interior angle. Is that clear? That means, it means if I want to know the value of each interior angle, I will divide the sum of all the interior angles by n. Let's solve some examples now. Here the first example, it says, it's by the way already solved. They want us to find the sum of the they want us to find the value of each interior angle, that how much is the value of each interior angle, because this shape is a regular pentagon. It's a regular pentagon, so that's why we want to find each exterior angle. Okay, now what is the sum of the interior angles? So as on the last slide I found that, wait, the sum of the five-sided shape will be 540. So that means you can divide the sum 540 by the number of sides. Number of sides means how many sides are making this pentagon. So because 5 sides are making this pentagon, so it will be 108 degrees. That means each angle here will be 108 degrees, 108 degrees, and 100. Clear? Okay, now the second part, or the second question, or the second example, it says what is the sum of the interior angle measures of a 17 cone. What is the meaning of 17 cones? 17 cones means 17 sided shape. They want us to find the sum of the interior angles. So what is the formula for the sum of the interior angles? Sum of the interior angles, it's equal to n minus 2 times 180. Now what is n? N is 17 minus 2, because I told you that this one is the number of sides, that means it's n, times 180, and you will get the value. Let's put it on the calculator. So we have 100, wait, let me show you here. It's 17 minus 2, close the bracket, times it by 180. So the answer is becoming 2700. So it's the sum of these bit will become 2700 degrees. Clear? Okay, next we have second theorem. It says polygon exterior angle sum theorem, and it's very obvious and it's very easy to understand that whenever we add all the exterior angles of any polygon, the sum it is always 360. It's a pentagon, it's a hexagon, it's a 17-sided shape, 12-sided shape. Nothing you have to solve. There's nothing to solve whenever they ask you to find the sum of the exterior angles. So the sum of exterior angle, we do not have to solve anything. It will always be 360 degrees. What is the meaning of convex? Convex means that like each interior angle is less than 180. If any of the interior angle will become more than 180, then the polygon will not remain a convex polygon. It will change into a concave polygon. Clear? Okay, now here we have another example. It says what are the measures of the interior angles of the pentagon shown. So they want us to find the measure of the interior angles. That means how much is the value for this angle, for this one, for this one. This one we already know it's 90, and this one as well. So this is a two-step problem, you can say. In step 1, let's find the sum of all the interior angles, because x is involved in the interior angles. That means you have to add all of them and put it equal to the sum. So what is the sum of the interior angles? It will be n minus 2 times 180, right? Now what is n? N is the number of sides. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So it will become 5 minus 2 times 180. So 5 minus 2 is actually 3. So 3 times 180. So it's going to be 540 degrees. So we know now that the sum of all these angles will be 540. But which angles will be added? So in step 2, you will add all of these angles, the values of these angles. So the first one is 3x plus 4. The second one is 7x minus 3, and the next one is 6x plus 12, and the next one is 90, and the next one is 6x minus 3. So if I add all these interior angles, their sum will become 540 degrees. Okay, now let's solve it. Better pause the video here and solve the equation. So here is the solution for this equation. As you can see, I have highlighted the x values with the yellow color. So it's 3x plus 7x plus 6x plus 6x. It is giving us 22x. And the green ones are the ones that are the whole numbers, or you can say these are just the numbers. So you added them, subtracted them. So it is giving us 100. Then you will move that 100 to the other side and solve it for x. And we are getting the value of x is 22. Now, is this the final answer? No. because they said find the value of the interior angle. So what is angle A? So to find the value of angle A, I will substitute the value of x over here. So it will become 3 times 20 plus 4, so it will give us 64, because 20 times 3 is 60 plus 4. Similarly, find the values of the other angles. So here are all the values of angle A, B, C, D and E. If you want to check that is your answer correct, you can add all these angles: 64 degrees, 137 degrees and 132 degrees, 90 degrees and 117 degrees. If the sum of all these is becoming 540, that means your answer is correct. Okay, let's all try it. Number 5, it says the measure of each interior angle of a regular 100 cone is 3x plus 26.4. What is the value of x? So if you remember, I explained you one of the formula that says each interior angle equals n minus 2 times 180 over n. So we are going to write the same formula and then we are going to substitute the values into it. So each interior angle equals n minus 2 times 180 and divided by n. So how much is the value of each interior angle? The value of each interior angle is 3x plus 26.4, and n, what is the value of n? The value of n is 100. Okay, so let's replace this n by 100. So 100 minus 2 times 180 and it will be divided by 100. We can put these values into the calculator. How? 100 minus 2 will be 98, so 98 times 180 and answer will be divided by 100. So the final answer is becoming in decimals 176.4. So it is 176.4. And on this side we have 36 plus 2, 26.4. Now move this 26.4 to the other side, so we will have 3x equals 176.4 minus 26.4. So it will give us 3x equals 0, 0.0 and 5 and 1, and then you will divide each side by 3. Just 1 second, divide each side by 3, so it will give us the value of x, that is 50 degrees, because it's in. Okay, so this will be the final value for x. I hope it's clear for you. Okay, now if you want to make a list of the formulas, here is the list of the formulas. The first list here, this is the sum of the interior angles, and if you will be dealing with the regular polygons, then this will be the sum of the each interior angle. Okay, here this is the sum of the exterior angles, and if you will be dealing with the regular polygon, then this will be the value of each exterior angle. So remember, whenever you are given a word problem or any question related to this the sum of the interior or the exterior angles, read it very carefully. That is the question about the regular polygon or is the question about the irregular polygon. Now here, question number 18. Now I have taken these questions from the lesson. Some of them I'll do for you and the rest I want you to solve on your own. The first one, it says for each exercise, for the exercise 17 and 18, find the sum of the interior angles and the measure of each angle for the given regular polygon. So this is the case of the regular polygon. So first they want you to, actually it has two parts. In the first part they want you to find the sum of the interior angle. So let's name it A. So part 18A will be how do we find the sum of the interior angles. We see that it's n minus 2 times 180. N means the number of sides, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So it will become 7 minus 2 times 180. So this one will be 5. So 5 times 180 will be 900 degrees. So this will be the sum of all the 7 angles. Now what is the B part in the same question? It says what is the value of each angle. That means it's a regular polygon, so that's why you can find the value of each interior angle. So each interior angle will be right here. Okay, so what do? We always take the sum and we divide it by the number of sides. So in step 1, or you can say in the first part, we found what is the sum of the interior angles. Now you will divide it by number of sides and it will give you the value of each interior angle. So let's divide 900 by 7, so it will give us this one, and change, so it's 128. We will write it to one decimal place, so this one will become 128.6. so the final answer will become 128.6 degrees. So this will be the value of each interior angle. Is that clear? Okay, number 19, it says how many sides does a regular polygon have if the measure of each interior angle is 160? So actually we have to use the same formula that I showed you over here. Let me show you. Where is the formula? Here, this one. We have to use this formula, that we don't know how much is n, but they have given us the value of each interior angle is 160. So let's solve it on the next slide. So here is the formula. Let's put the values into the formula. The first here, each interior angle is given 160, so we can say 160 equals n minus 2 times 180 over n, and now we can take this n to the other side. It's divided here, so on the other side it will change into multiply. Similarly, we can remove this bracket. It will become 180n minus 180 times 2. I'm multiplying it like this. Okay, it will be 360. Now how can we switch the places? You can move this 360 to this side and 160 to this side, so I will solve it over here. So 360, when you move it to this side, to the left side, it will change into positive, and on the other side you will have 180n minus 160n, that will give you 20n, and this side is 360. Now to get the value of n, divide each side by 20, so we will get n equals, because here 20 and 20 will cancel, here 0 and 0 will cancel each other, so the number of sides will become 18 sides. Is that clear? So it means this, if each angle, it's a regular polygon and the value of each angle is 160, then there will be 18 sides of that regular polygon. Hope it's clear for you. Okay, now I want you to pause the video here and solve these two questions on your own, and then play the video to check your answers. So here is the answer for both the questions. Question number 20, it was about the exterior angle. So they were saying that what is if it's a regular polygon of 72 sides, what is the measure of each exterior angle? So the basic formula is always, whenever we want to find each exterior or interior angle, we need to divide the sum by the number of sides. So in case of exterior angle, the sum is 360, so you will divide it by n. So the final answer is becoming 5 degrees. That means each exterior angle will be 5 degrees. In the second part, they have given us all the exterior angles here, A, B and C, and for the D it's 90 degrees. So if you add all the exterior angles, the sum will be 360, because they want us to find the measure of all these angles A, B, C, D. Okay, and then I solved it. I added all the x values, and then I added the constant numbers, and finally I got the value of x, that is 70. Now you will replace this value of 70 here in place of x to get the value of angle A, and then you will replace this 70 over here to get the value of angle B, and the angle of C will be 70. Hope it's clear for you. Okay, next question, it says what is the value of x, what is the measure of each interior. Okay, to find the value of each interior angle, they have given you different angles. Let's say this one is A, this one is B, C, D, and then we have E, F, G and H. First find the sum of all the interior angles. How you know that what is n? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's an 8-sided shape. That means the value of n is 8. Now better pause the video here and solve this question on your own, because already I explained you a question like this. Let me show you this one. The way we solve this example, same way you have to solve that question. So here is the solution for this question. as you can see here, I skipped some of the steps because it's easy if you skip those steps. First, I found the sum of all the interior angles by putting the value of n, that is 8, into this formula. So it is giving me the sum of all the interior angles is 1080. Then at step 2, actually I have to add all these angles, but clearly you can see I took all the x values here from here, I added them, and it was giving me 24x. So directly from here I wrote it over here. Clear? And then when I took the constant numbers, negative 80 plus 50 plus 50 negative 80, then I solved all of them together over here, and it was giving me minus 120 equals the sum, that is 1080. And next steps are very simple. I solved it to get the value of x, that is becoming 50 degrees. And then by putting the value of this x into these angles, you can see that A, B, E and F, they have the same value, that is 4x minus 80. So put in place of x 50 and it will give you the value of all these 4 angles, that is 120. Then I did it with the green color, that angle C, D, G and H, they have the same value. So if you put the value of 50 into 2x plus 50, you will get the value of all these 4 angles, that is 150 degrees. I hope it's clear for you. The next one, it says suppose the figure below is a regular polygon. What is the value of n down to the nearest whole number? It means maybe your answer will be in decimals, so you can round it to the whole numbers and pause the video, get the answer, and then play the video to check your answer. So here is the solution for this question. Because each exterior angle will be, because it's a regular polygon, they mentioned it over here that it's a regular polygon. That means if one of the exterior angle is n, then each exterior angle will be n. So I replaced this in this formula, each exterior angle by the letter n, and on the other side I substituted the values 360 divided by the number of sides. The numbers of sides are 7. The answer was becoming 51.4 because we have to round it to the whole number, so it will be 51. Is that clear? Okay, now I have some challenge questions for you. Better pause the video here and solve this question on your own, and then play the video to check your answers. So here is the solution for this challenge question. You can see I have explained each step here. The first part, it was saying if each interior angle is, you have to find each interior angle if the number of sides are 4. So in the formula you will replace n by 4. Same is the case for the second part, n will be replaced by 6. Third part, n will be replaced by 16, and fourth part, n will be replaced by 18, and then you will get the answer and you will match them. Clear? Here is the next challenge question for you. I'll read it for you and then I want you to solve it on your own. It says an aeroplane is navigating a polygon shaped course. Each turn is labeled with the measure of the external angle at the stripe post. What is the measure of angle 1? As you can see here, we are given the exterior angles for this polygon, and they want us to find the value of this angle 1, that is the exterior angle for this point. So better pause the video here and get the value of angle 1. So the value of angle 1 will become 80 degrees. How? Because if you add all the exterior angles, now this exterior angle was not given, but in the beginning I explained you that the sum of the exterior and the interior angle is always 180. That's why if you subtract 110 from 180, it will give you the value of this exterior angle, that is 70. The next steps are very simple. Add all the exterior angles and put them equal to 360, and then separate this angle 1, and it will give you the measure of angle 1, that is 80 degrees. Clear? Last challenge question for you. It says the diagram below shows a regular polygon. Although the diagram is not complete, but it says the exterior angle of this regular polygon is 20 degrees. Find the number of sides of the polygon shown above. Better pause the video here and solve it on your own. Here is the solution for this question. It's becoming 18 sides. You will use the formula each exterior angle equals 360 over n, and then put the values into the formula to get the number of sides, that is 18. That's all for this video. Hope you understand it.